There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First carry for Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a bump down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following the...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown! Philadelphia! His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On first down, Elliott. A gain of 3, second down. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A give to Elliott running left. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Prescott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone down. Downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLaughlin. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That swung out wide to Harris, and he goes out right around the 39. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Prescott from his end zone on third. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. And got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's brought in by Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry for Harris, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurts. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Oh, Prescott here to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go to Elliott again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.